morning, everyone. Buenos días. I hope everybody is doing great. I'm going to teach today. Well, I see that this angle it's better if I kneel down. I don't know. Well, I'm teaching today a beginner class, a flow one. Let's say it like that. It's a class that is going to review some of the basics movements that we encourage in Pilates. Is going to review the form, is going to review the principles like the alignment, where to connect, and we are going to give a couple of minutes to people to join. Just taking this little time to let you know that we are offering these live classes every day. So check out the schedule at Palmetto Bay, Club Pilates Palmetto Bay, and Club Pilates Kendall. On this camera over here, I have Palmetto Bay. Hello, Palmetto Bay. And on this camera here, I have the Kendall page. So we are going to use just the mat, and I would like to add an arm series. And I'm gonna go less than 1 pound. So here are my weights, 1 pound, but I wanna go less than 1 pound. I really want you to have some very light weight as we practice that. So I decided to go for 2 green apples. So you can go to your kitchen, grab whatever fruits you have, maybe apple, maybe banana, maybe carrots, maybe potatoes, anything that have like really light weight. We're gonna practice some arm series, and before we start, let's just talk about a little bit of the structure of the class. I feel that some of us most of us, right, are being so much sitting down on the bed, on the couch. We barely walk, right, during the days since this whole craziness began, right? So I'm going to start the class today standing, all right? So we're gonna do some posture movement standing, and then after the standing work, I would like to do some arm series as well standing, and then we'll hit the mat. So all you need is a couple of 2 light fruits. Pick your fruits. Let's go vegan today. Bad joke. And a mat, right? Just a mat. That's it. All right. So it's going to, what time is it? It's almost 9 a.m. Let me check my watch over here. Just 2 more minutes. Any injury today, please limit the range of motion. Know your body. You know your body better than me, so you know your limits. So let's pay attention to those injuries or condition, maybe low back, maybe cervical, maybe shoulder, and please try to listen to your body. It will let you know where to stop, where to take a break, or where to modify. I will give you some modification as we go along in the class. Yes, let's just 1 more minute. Let's wait just 1 more minute, and we will be doing this class. This class is going to take about 40 minutes. Please send us pictures, send us the routine that you are doing with our team. We are so happy to be part of this community, and we're so happy to bring this to your house. So if you're in your pajamas, just jump in and do this class with us. Nobody's looking at you, so you can do it in your pajamas, right? All right, so let's start. We're gonna let those apples or those fruits to the sides. We're gonna start standing. I'm gonna take this angle, which is the diagonal, the side angle, for you to take a look at the form. We're gonna connect the heels together, toes apart, Pilates V to begin with, all right? So you can either be in the front of the mat, in the front edge of the mat, or in the back edge of the mat, in the center, doesn't matter. All I need you to connect are the heels, the toes apart. We're gonna place the hands to the rib cage here. We're gonna Just feel how we breathe, all right, in Pilates. So as we inhale, we expand the rib cage out to the sides, right? We expand them out to the sides of the room, and as we exhale, we bring the rib cage together. Like, let's imagine that we have a corset tightened around the core, and you are tightening that corset every time that you are exhaling, all right? Let's inhale, fill your body with air. Holding the breath, get longer, get taller. Exhale, bring those rib cage together, all right? Now let's pay attention to the low back. Some of us have the tendency to overarch the low back, right? Some of us have the tendency to arch the upper middle back, right? So try to find that middle point where you are not overarching, where you are not over rounding, all right? So try to lengthen from the sides of the body as we breathe. Let's do that. Let's inhale, get longer, and as we exhale, we adjust the form and noticing if you are overarching or if you are over rounding. Let's inhale, get longer through the spine, longer through the neck. Maybe we grow an inch taller from the crown of the head. Hold that breath. Exhale, fully empty the lungs. Just one more time here. Let's inhale full through the nose and exhale deeper, empty the lungs. All right. Let's switch the position of the hands. I'm gonna keep the arms here in a genie position, so I have arms stacked on top of the other. I perfect the form. I make sure that the shoulders are on top of the hips, so I have that line of energy between the shoulder and the hips. This is what we call in Pilates the powerhouse, shoulder to shoulder, hip to hip. So this rectangle here that we have is our powerhouse. So this frame, we want to keep it very stable as we move along in the Pilates routine, all right? So let's try to keep that frame stable. We're gonna inhale, get longer, and as we exhale, we're gonna bend the knees just a little. I'm not asking you to go that deep into that plie. Just bend a little, holding that breath. And let's inhale to press the legs all the way up. Let's inhale, get longer, exhale, bend the knees. Press those legs all the way up. Let's inhale, bend the knees, pull the belly button in. Maybe you grow tall from the sides of the body. Exhale, press the legs up. Let's inhale to bend. Remember that neutral spine that we were talking at the beginning. Please try to keep it. Press it up. Inhale, get longer. Exhale to bend. Inhale to press. Exhale, bring those rib cage together. Empty the lungs. Inhale, press. Exhale, bend the knees just halfway down, maybe 2 inches. That's okay. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bend. On the following, I'm going to ask you to stay low, hold it here, tuck the pelvic floor in and under, open through the heart, open through the chest, find your alignment, pressing through the heels, and give me tiny little pulses, down and up, down and up. Tiny movement here, so I need you to check on your posture, right? Check on the weight. How is the weight sharing in between the feet? Are you sharing the weight equally into your feet? Let's go for 8, down 7, down 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, press it all the way up. All right, let's switch the position of the feet. We're gonna bring the feet together. So the ankle bones ideally are touching. Yes, if the bone structure doesn't allow to connect the ankle bones, just do your best on keeping those joints together. The legs are together, the knees are together. We have the hands now behind the nape of the neck. So try to press the neck all the way up to the sky. I like to have hand over hand. Press my neck up. Let's inhale and bend the knees. Exhale, fully stay low, hold it here. Can you bring the rib cage together even more? Can you glide the shoulders away from the ears? Press all the way up. Inhale to get longer. Exhale, bend the knees, pull the belly button in. I'm feeling my core connected. Press the legs all the way up. Inhale to bend. Press the neck up to the sky as you push the heels down to the floor. Connect the inner thighs, stay low. Press all the way up. Let's inhale to bend. Stay here with me. Lengthen through the spine. What about the neutral spine? Press all the way up. Inhale to bend, get longer, get taller, press the neck up. Lift. 2 more. Inhale, bend. And now exhale, press. Maybe you change the rhythm, the pattern, better say, of the breathing. I don't care if you exhale on the way up and inhale on the way down. It doesn't matter as long as you keep that pattern. Go all the way down, stay low, hold it here, and give me tiny little pulses, down and up, down and up. Pressing the neck up to the sky, open those elbows wider, glide the shoulders. I'm sweating already. Pull the belly button in and up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Press all the way up and lower the arm to relax for a moment. The third routine here, I need you to keep the feet about a fist distance away between them. And I need you to float the 10 toes up to the sky. So if you look to your feet, you should have a number 11 in your feet, all right? So let's flex the 10 toes. Let's restack palm over palm behind the nape of the neck. Flexing through the toes, pressing through the heel. Let's inhale to get longer from the spine. Really press the neck up to the sky. And as we exhale, we bend the knees just halfway down. Try to bring the chest more back, not forward. Remember, we're not doing a regular squat here doing this, right? We're not sticking the body out. We're tucking the pelvic floor in and under. We press the legs all the way up. Let's inhale to bend, get longer, pull the belly button in. Really find the stretching the size of the body here. Now press the legs up. Let's inhale to bend. Getting deeper every time, challenge your body. Press the legs up. 2 more. Inhale to bend. I hope everybody's doing good. And press it up. Last time. Inhale, bend. Everybody stay, hold it here. Everybody stay low. Flexing through the 10 toes. Give me tiny little pulses. Down and up. Down and up. Down and up. Feeling the core connected. Accessing those layers of the abdominal wall. We have 5. Up 4. Up 3. Up 2. Up 1. Press all the way up. Lower the arms. And shake, shake, shake. I know it's a lot for the core. We should feel primarily the core and then the legs. That is how we should be feeling this routine. All right, so last exercise here is going to be the tendon stretch. So please place the hands just in front of you. Cross one arm on top of the other. You can switch. Remember that we work this sequence. I'm switching my hands, my arms. I'm connecting my feet together, parallel position. Ankle bones are touching, knees are touching, inner thighs are touching. We're gonna take a big inhale, lift the heels up, hold it for a moment, holding that breath, holding that balance, pull the belly button in. Can you reach longer through the neck? Exhale, lower the heels down onto the mat. Let's inhale to reach the heels up, 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 up. Try to connect the ankle bones together, try to keep those inner thighs hugging. Exhale, lower the heels down. Pay attention to the lower back. Inhale to left, left. Get longer. Exhale to lower. 2 more here. Inhale to left, left, left. Exhale to lower. Last time. Abs are in. Inhale left, left. Holding that breath and you get longer, taller. Exhale, lower. Give me flow. You left and you lower. You left and you lower. Feel the action coming from the abdominal wall. You are working the posture, you are working the technique here. It's not about how high we can lift the heels. It's all about the connection here in the abdominals. Let's go for 3. Let's go for 2. Last time you hold it here for 3. Get longer for 2. Get tallest up on 1. Slowly lower the heels all the way down. Very nice. All right, let's grab now the fruit, the weights. I'm gonna take my 2 green apples and I'm gonna do the arm series here with you. So for that, I'm going to ask you to please connect the heels together, toes apart, Pilates V. So we have kind of a fist distance in between the big toes. I'm going to ask you to bend the knees just halfway down. Remember the tuck of the pelvic floor, lengthen through the spine, lengthen through the sides. Abs are in and up, all right? So keep that form. Extend those arms all the way forward. I'm gonna take this angle. here, all right? We're gonna bend the knees a little bit deeper. You're gonna bend at the elbows and extend those arms away. Inhale to bend and exhale to press. Inhale in, exhale out. So as you notice, I have my elbows in one line with the shoulders. It's not about dropping the elbows down, it's about keeping those elbows in one line with the shoulders. Tailbone is heavy down to your floor. So try to keep the form as you work only the arms in and away. So one of the principles in Pilates is the isolation, right? Sometimes in Pilates, the part of the body that we are not moving is the one that is doing the exercise actually, all right? So the core is doing here the action of the arms. Feel the belly button into your back. Let's go for 3 more. 2. Last, hold it here and give me tiny little pulses up and up. Maybe less than an inch. I don't need to go that deep into that. I feel that this angle is better, right? Left and left. Elbows are in one line with those shoulders. We have 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it here, extend those arms long in front and give me tiny little circles up and around. Up and around. So noticing that these circles are made from the shoulders, right? We're not doing crazy big circles here because we don't want the shoulders to be flying around the place. We want the shoulders pressing back. Let's go for 3, 2. Last, hold it here, reversing the circle, down and around. Down and around, extending those elbows longer, reaching as well from the fingers. Remember, we never want to close the fingers. We want to reach through the extremities. 3 more. 2. Hold it here. Now open the arms to the sides. You're going to bend at the elbows and press those arms away. Inhale to bend and exhale to press. I'm going to take this angle. Inhale, bend, exhale, press. So noticing that the elbows are once again in one line with the shoulders. I'm keeping the arms stable. I'm feeling the back muscles actually doing the action of the arms, all right? So I'm feeling my abs and I'm feeling my back as well. Lengthen through the neck, abs are in, we have 5, extend, we have 4, extend, we have 3, extend, 2 more, we're almost there. Extend those arms long. Can you bend a little bit deeper here? Abs are in, give me tiny little circles, up and around, up and around. Arms are long by the sides, pull the belly button in, isolate the core. You know we don't like that word anymore, right? Pull the abdominals. Let's go for 3, 2. Last, hold it here, reversing the action, other direction. Yes. Shoulders are pressing, neck is long, chin is up, abs are in, feet are pressing. Everything is counting here. Let's go for 3, 2. Last time, bend at the elbows and press it up and up and up. Long fingertips reaching up to the sky. Crown of the head is reaching long through the ceiling. Elbows in one line with the shoulders. We have 3, up, 2, up, 1. Hold it here. We close those arms. We open the chest. We inhale to close. We exhale to open. Inhale to bend. Exhale to open. 3 more. Inhale, bend. Exhale, open. Last time. Inhale, bend. Exhale, open. Extend those legs. Extend those arms all the way up to the ceiling. Get longer. Maybe to arch the back. You look up to the sky. Find the center, round the spine. Heavy the head. Try to dive over the legs. Let's place the foot, the elbow, whatever you have in your hands, down on the mat. If you need to bend the knees, absolutely fine. Please bend the knees to reach the floor. Heavy the head so much that you allow the back of the neck stretch as well. Alright? So look to the wall behind you. Yeah, say yes, yes with the head. Say no, no with the head. Remember that the head is so heavy that the crown of the head is pointing down to your mat. Center the movement, and with control we're going to roll all the way up. pull the belly button in, take a moment to put slowly, all right? We're stacking one vertebra at a time. Open the shoulders, roll the shoulders, all right. I feel that I already warm up with these two sequences. How do you feel? Let's do now some mat. Let's hit the mat so we can place these guys to the sides. I'm gonna place them here. And we're gonna do some routine here on the floor. Please sit down in the front edge of the mat. I need you to place the hands behind the thighs and just roll down onto your floor, articulating one bone at a time. Lying down completely, the arms and legs are extending forward, the shoulders are pressing back, the neck is long, the head is heavy onto the floor. Just bending the right knee into your chest and give that knee a nice hug. So noticing that I'm reaching the opposite leg away from the head of the hip, and I'm flexing the opposite foot so strong. I'm trying to dig my left heel down onto the floor as I stretch here. Try to connect the shoulders, the back ribs onto the mat, and just stay here finding that nice stretch. It feels good. Extending that leg long, bending the opposite knee into your chest, give it a nice hug. Open the elbows, connect the shoulders, the back ribs, flexing to the opposite foot. Really reach that right leg longer out of the head of the hip. Extending the left leg long onto the mat. Now let's bend both knees into the chest and just let's make circles with those knees, trying to massage the lumbar area, awakening the spine here on the mat. Circle to the other direction, massaging that spine. All right, let's prepare for the 100. I like to take you to the simplest way, to the more advanced movement within this level. So I'm going to place my feet down about 2 fist distance away. The arms are pressing down. I'm going to take a big inhale. I'm going to reach my arms all the way up to the sky. And as I exhale, I reach the arms all the way back overhead. Stretch the middle back. Try to connect more from the back ribs. Pull the belly button in. Let's inhale to return those arms all the way up to 90. Let's exhale to press those arms all the way down to the floor. Connect the shoulders. Let's inhale to left, 90-degree angle. And as we exhale, we reach the arms overhead, trying to connect the baby ribs down on the floor. So those baby ribs on the back, they want to go out from the mat, right? So try to press them onto the mat as you inhale, you lift. Exhale, you press down, connecting the shoulders. Try to bring the rib cage together as you exhale, right? Now keep those arms all the way down. We're gonna start here with the 100, with the emblematic exercise, the most famous exercise in Pilates. We're gonna lift the head. Look into our core. If you feel any tension in the neck, you can press the head down, absolutely fine. You're gonna float the arms up about 3 inches to the level of the hips. You're gonna begin to pump the arms to this level. All right, reaching longer from the fingertips. The feet are pressing onto your floor. The abs are in. We inhale for 5 counts, and we exhale fully for 5 counts. It's an inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Try to get those shoulders off the mat. If for some reason you have cervical pain, neck pain, absolutely fine if you lower the head down, but I need you to keep those arms engaged, feel the back muscles connected. And for more advanced routine within this level, I'm going to ask you to float the right leg up into tabletop position. Make sure that the right hip is pressing equally and firmly than the left hip. Try to work that alignment. It's an inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now let's try to do the same action with the other leg. So both legs are going to be in a tabletop position. So this is the ideal in our 100, right? So we have the legs in tabletop, the knees on top of the hips, the heels in one line with the knees. I usually need a mirror to align my legs. Let's go for 2 more. Last time. We stop the action of the arms. Stay here with me. Can you lift the chest a little bit higher, that will challenge the core. Bend the knees, hug the knees, and rest the head for a moment. Alright, wow. I'm sweating, I don't know about you. Hands behind the thighs. Everybody please rock up into a seated position. We're going to practice the next exercise that is called the half roll down. Very classical exercise. So let's open the feet about hip distance. We're going to place the hands once again behind the thighs. Heavy the head so much, try to bring the head in between the kneecaps. I'm C curving my spine, right? There's a C capital letter in the spine. I'm going to inhale and round the spine. Just halfway down, my feet are pressing onto the floor. Ideally, I want to go low to for the elbows become extended, right? So much precision here, do not rush. Feel the lower abdominals connected, and then you rock all the way up. Try to dive the head in between your legs. Let's inhale to round and back. So light grip of the legs. Do not grab the legs so heavy here, so hard. Try to extend those arms, those elbows. Feel your abs connected. Yes, exhale, round up and over. Looking into your belly as you round back, you take that big inhale, you press through the feet, you glide the shoulders, you anchor through the pelvic floor. Make sure both hips are pressing equally, that's the challenge here. Exhale, lift and round up and over. One more, inhale to round, yes. Let those elbows become extended, this is the last time, challenge yourself, hold it here, abs are in and up, and exhale, round all the way up, folding over the legs. Alright, let's lie down again on the mat, so legs are long, lie down onto your floor, the arms are extending, the legs are extending, floating the right leg up to the sky, and you can actually bend the left knee if you need some modification here. Ideally, the opposite leg is extended, the opposite foot is flexed. You are reaching long from the back side of the right leg. Let's circle the right leg in to the midline. We're going to make a pulse at the top. Pointing the right set of toes up to the sky, sending energy through the ceiling. Circle in and make a stop at the top. Circle it in and make a stop at the top. So we're working here the stabilization of the pelvic floor. The hips are square to the sky. We're lubricating the head of the hips here as we make those small circles. Hold it at the top, reversing the action, open a little and cross the midline. Open to the right, down to the center, to the left, and you make a pass. Open to the right, down to the center, neck is long, palms are pressing. Let's go for one more. Holding that leg at the top, flexing the right foot. Really send energy through the heel. Really stretch the back side of the leg. Abs are in and up. Lower the right leg long onto the mat. Let's do the opposite leg. So float the left leg up. Please, if you need to bend the opposite leg, do so. I'm going to extend it and I'm going to flex my right foot and reach longer through the back side of the left knee. We're going to circle in and make a stop at the top. Circle it in and make a stop at the top. So as you move, I'm going to give you some feedback about the form, right? So here, the hips are square to the ceiling. The shoulders are pressing. The back ribs are pressing onto the mat. The palms are pressing firmly against the floor. So do your best on extending that leg longer up to the sky. Alright, extending that leg long, let's do the reverse action, open and circle. Let's open and then we circle. Open a little, circle. Open to the left, circle. Try to circle to the right side more than you did the opening to the left. Last, holding that leg at the top, let's flex that foot so strong, send energy to the left heel up to the sky, lower the leg down to your floor. Wow. Woo. A lot of abs here. So, to continue with the abs, we're going to bend both knees into the chest. Gonna rock side to side, and we're gonna prepare for the single leg stretch here. Once again, if you need to lift the head down, please do so. If you want to challenge today more your body, stay lifted with me. Lifting head, neck, and shoulders, look to the core. I'm going to place both hands onto the left knee, and I'm going to reach my right leg away. So try to bring the left knee in as you extend the opposite leg away. Exhale fully here, empty the lungs. Let's inhale, switch other side. Making that pause here will allow you to correct on your form. So the tailbone is heavy, the shoulders off the mat. Let's inhale to switch, hold it here, sending energy through the right set of toes. Switch with control, hold it for a moment, and now we find the flow. It's an inhale, switch, inhale, exhale, switch, exhale. Keep the tailbone heavy onto the mat. You are grabbing that knee into your chest as you extend the opposite leg away. Try to reach longer from the leg that is extending forward. Let's go for 3 and 3. Let's go for 2 and 2. Last time each side. Bending both knees in and rest the head for a moment. All right. Take a moment here to move your neck to one side, to the other, preparing for the next exercise. It's called the double leg stretch. I need you to, once again, lifting head, neck, and shoulders. Be my guest if you need to place the head down. Let's inhale to reach arms up and legs up to 90-degree angle. Try to reach energy through the toes, reach energy through the fingertips, anchor through the tailbones. So that is the opposition that we're seeking here. Exhale, round the arms, bend the knees into your chest. Let's inhale, extend those arms long to the sky, legs up to the sky. Circle the arms, bend the knees into your chest, stay lifted. Let's inhale to reach, extend. Exhale to round and hug the knees in. We're going to go with the flow. Inhale, reach. Exhale, round and tuck. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bend the knees. Tailbone is heavy, legs are longer. Try to reach from the back side of the knees. I know it's hard. We have 2 more. Reach and hug. 2 more. Bend the knees, hug the knees, and rest the head for a moment. Just rocking side to side. I always say that the beginner system is not easy at all. The beginner system or the flow 1 class, it's very hard actually for most of the people. For the majority of the people, it's very hard. Even for advanced practitioner in Pilates, it's very hard. For me, it's hard to keep everything connected. All right. So from here, we're going to work the scissors, lifting head, neck, and shoulders. Look to the belly, extend those legs long, up to the sky. I'm going to ask you to grab the calf, the right calf with both hands and flex both feet. Send energy through the heels. Try to look to your belly, open the elbows wider. Try to lower the left leg down into a 45. You're going to pull the right leg into your nose twice. Scissor switch, pull, pull. Scissor switch, pull, pull. Extending longer through the legs, up, turn, in and out. What about the tailbone? Is it heavy? What about the shoulders? Are they away from the ears? Extending, reaching longer, please, from those legs. We have 3 more, it's up. And 2, remember to breathe. Last time, extend those legs all the way up to the sky. Maybe you lift another inch, bend the knees, hug the knees, and rest the head for a moment. Rocking side to side. Preparing now for the next one. It's called the lower left. We have 2 options here. We can protect the lumbar area, especially for those who have low back issues. I usually make a diamond shape with my fingers and place it just underneath the tailbone so I protect my low back. Or if you don't have any low back issues, you bend the knees, you lift head, neck, and shoulders, and hands are going to be behind the nape of the neck. Extending those legs all the way up to the sky, heels are together, toes are apart. We're going to limit the range of motion here. We're going to inhale and lower the legs down for 3. Lower for 2. Lower for 1. Exhale, bring the rib cage together, lift up to 90. Inhale to lower. To extend those knees longer. Hold it for a moment, hold the belly button in, hold that breath. Exhale to lift the legs up. Inhale to lower, open the elbows to lower, hips are pressing equally. Exhale to lift the legs up.
Let's reverse the action. Let's inhale to lower the legs down in 1 count. Hold it for a moment. Reach longer through the legs. After in, I'm shaking. And left up for 3, up for 2, up for 1. If you need to rest the head down, please do so. Inhale to lower. After in and up. Exhale to left and left and left. Hold it here. This is the last time. Inhale to lower. Extend the legs. Extend those elbows to the sides and lift up 3, lift up 2, lift up 1. Hold it here with me. Can you lift the chest a little bit higher? Bend the knees, hug the knees, and rest the head for a moment. Woo. All we need in this moment is to move, right? Every time that I feel overwhelmed about everything that is happening, I grab the mat and I do some series. I go to the page, I go to the Facebook, Club Pilates Kendall or Palmetto. I do any of the classes and it feels so good after I do it. So please do not stop moving. We're going to become stronger when we pass this situation. Next exercise is called the press cross, lifting head, neck, and shoulders. Look to the belly button, hands to the nape of the neck. Extending, please, the right leg long in front. Left knee is into your chest. You're going to twist to the knee that is bent, to the left knee, and you're going to pull the trunk up for 3, up for 2, up for 1. Switch up in the center, other side. We go up for 3, up for 2, highest up on 1. Slowly up and over to the left. Up 3, up 2, up 1. Switch up and over, other side. Up we go for 3, up 2, up 1. We find the flow with that press and a cross. It's armpit to the knee. You are crossing from the rib cage, getting those shoulders off the mat as we rotate. 2, 2. Last time, each side. Bend the knees, hug the knees, and rest the head for a moment. All right. Feeling good here? How do you feel? Please send us some feedback, some comments. We always like to hear how the classes are doing, how you feel after doing the class. Please write some comments in any of the classes that you take, all right? So hands behind the thighs. Let's rock it up into a seated position. All right, I'm sweating. All right, we're gonna find the legs open about the width of the mat. I'm going to ask you to flex the feet. The next exercise is called the spine stretch forward. The tailbone is heavy, so you're pressing the hip bones down onto your floor. Extend those arms long in front, sending energy through the fingertips. Let's take that big inhale and grow tall from the spine, shoulder on top of the hips. And as we exhale, we round the spine up and over. So noticing that I'm not collapsing my back down. I'm reaching from the sides of the body. I'm lengthening, and then I round, especially the middle back, forward and the upper back, all right? Now from here, let's anchor through the heels and we stop the spine little by little, lower back, middle back, upper back, sitting very tall and proud at the top. Let's inhale to get longer, to get taller. Let's bring the chin to the chest, exhale, round, up and over the legs. Glide the shoulders away from the ears, get a little bit deeper into the round, pull the waistline back, and we stack vertebra by vertebra, one at a time, get longer, get taller. We have 2 more. Let's inhale to grow, bring the chin to the chest, exhale, round, up and over. So you're pulling the waistline back as you reach the arms longer in front. The heels are digging down onto your floor. The neck is long. Stretch the back side of the neck. We stack 1 vertebra at a time. Last time here. Let's inhale to grow. Let's exhale to round up and over the legs. Woo. We're stacking the spine. Very nice. We're going to close the legs together. How's everybody? How's everyone? What everyone doing? One. When I tire, I try to mix Spanish with English. When I'm sweating, I'm tired. All right, so we're going to actually we have
time to do some swan. So I'm going to ask you please to lie down onto your belly. We're going to please lie down on the mat so the hips are pressing, the toes are pressing. The arms are going to be, the palms are going to be together, palm over palm. Heavy the head onto your forehead, onto your hands. And from here, I need you to find this connection. The pedicure, the toenails are pressing so strong onto the mat that the kneecaps lift. The hips are pressing so strong onto the mat that the navel lifts. Only the upper body is going to move. Let's take a big inhale as we lift up slowly for 3, slowly for 2, slowly up on 1, noticing that I'm not arching my back. I'm lengthening my spine forward, so I'm reaching energy through the crown of the head forward. Slowly lower the shape down. Need you to get that nice connection of the pedicure, pressing so strong to the mat. Kneecaps lifting, hips are pressing, navel is lifting. Let's inhale to lift up 3, lift up 2, lift up 1. Stay here with me, we're gonna add more. Extend those arms long behind you. Let's imagine that we're hugging the blue ball that we have in the studio, right? You're hugging the ball in for 5. Hug the ball in for 4. Reach those shoulders away from you. Hug and hug. What about the neck? Is it long? What about the pedicure? What about the hips? Let's go for 2. Last time you hold it here. Hug the ball deep fast. Can you lift the chest a little bit higher? Can you anchor more from the hips? Stay here. Return the hands in front, just to your forehead. Lift higher and lower the shape all the way down. Very good, everybody. So please, let's find the child pose. So sit down onto your heels, pressing the heels down, extending those arms long. All right, we're stuck in the spine, and we're gonna finish today with some stretch, some lateral stretch. So I'm gonna ask you to please sit down onto your mat. Extend those legs long in front. The feet are flexed this time. I need you to reach the arms into a fifth position in ballet. So reach those arms all the way up to the sky. And exhale, fold the torso on top of the leg. Doesn't matter if you do it with straight back or round back. A lot of us, we have bone density conditions. So I'm gonna ask you actually to straight the back. Reach longer through the crown of the head. Maybe you bend at the elbows, to bring those elbows closer to your knees. Heavy the head so much onto your legs. Look to your knees, reach longer through the back side of the neck. And as we stack the spine, lift those arms all the way up to the sky. Keep those hands together, palm over palm, behind the nape of the neck. Let's inhale to press the neck up to the sky. And let's exhale, side bend to your right. So try to press the left hip so strong onto the mat. Do not collapse on the right side. Try to lift as well from the right side. Return to your center. Let's inhale, press the neck up, get longer, press the hips, and side bend to your left. Return to your center. Once again, let's inhale to grow. Side bend to your right, pressing please the left hip so strong onto the mat. The legs are extending. Return all the way up to the center. Last, inhale to grow. Exhale to side bend to the left. Hold it for a moment, pressing the right hip stronger. Return to your center. Let's prepare for the twist. So for that action, I'm going to ask you to bend the knees. Actually, I'm going to do this angle. This is the last exercise that we're doing. So connect the feet, connect the knees together. So I'm going to grab my legs with my left hand, and the other hand I'm going to place it behind my back. Let's inhale to get longer. And as I exhale, I'm going to rotate to my right shoulder. I'm going to look to the right shoulder, and I'm hugging my legs together and bring them to the left side. Really push the floor away from you as you get that nice rotation of the spine. Return to your center. Let's practice the other side. So I'm grabbing my legs with the right arm. I'm placing my left hand behind my body. I'm going to inhale and get longer through the spine.
And as I exhale, I rotate from the base of the spine to the left shoulder, elongating from the neck. Bring the legs together to the right side so you feel that opposition. Returning to your center, very good. Let's stand up and let's just roll the shoulders, back and down, heels together, toes apart, roll the shoulders forward. All right, and please stay safe and please stay lifted for the rest of the week. Really nice, everybody, to see you. I hope you enjoy the class. I hope to see you really soon. Hopefully, love you guys, my beautiful people from Kendall. I received a message from you. You are so sweet. I keep you in my heart. So please stay safe, and I'll see you Monday next week, 9 a.m. Bye-bye.